What's up, YouTube? This is the Gamers Gamer, and this is a quick review for a third-party controller I just recently bought. It's been on the market for quite a while now, and I've seen a few reviews on it ragging on it, so I'm going to give you an honest and unbiased review about this controller. It is the GameStop / Pelican Afterglow controller for the PS3. I have it right here. As you can tell, this is a wired controller, and I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of it. First, let me tell you about this controller. First off, this is a very light controller. First off, it feels a little flimsy, cheap. It's cheap, but I like it. I mean, from what I paid for, I paid for what I got for it. So, and I'm pretty satisfied with it for now. I'll tell you a better controller. Here's the thing. The pros of it are it's cheap. It run you about $19.99 to $24 if you go to GameStop. $19.99 of course being used, $24 being brand new. Just before taxes. I don't know how your taxes are where you stay. The way the controller is shaped, as you can tell, it's not made like a traditional PS controller per se. The R2 and L2 buttons, as you can see right here, they're completely under. So when you hold the controller like this, it actually fits comfortably in your hand, but it takes a while to get used to. Also, what I liked about this controller, it has a home button drawn specifically out to home. It's responsive. It doesn't have that delay second. Buttons all react wonderfully. Now the cons of this controller is the analog sticks. They move and sound great, but when you have to press it to use the R3 and L3, kind of press down, put a little force into it. But after a while, when you work it in, it moves finally. But also, since it's an oddly made controller, it takes a while to get used to. I mean, you're not really using your middle fingers other than flipping a bird off somebody, but it's pretty cool, but you had to get used to it. It took me a while, but I love playing this controller specifically for Resident Evil 5, because the way it gets me more reaction time in my opinion, because I played with the RE4 control scheme from the PlayStation 2 version, and it's pretty cool. I mean, hey, one thing about this controller, and this is the gimmick, this is the reason why they call it the Afterglow, and I'm going to plug it up for you. Give me a second. And there we go. You have now a radioactive controller. I'm just kidding. I happen to pick this color out at random. It happens to be one of my favorite colors, green, but it comes, the colors are basically red, green, and blues I've seen so far. Majority of the colors, majority of the time, put it like that, majority of the time you're going to pick up a red one, but you might look out to get a blue or green one. I happen to look out to get a green one. Pro, it lights up. It's good rave music. Yeah. Only thing about this controller and this light feature is it never cuts off. You can't turn it off. So you're going to absorb the radiation. It's going to piss you off if you don't like neon colors. Yeah. Now comparing these controllers, here is a PlayStation 3 controller. This is the original Sixaxis. Yeah. I'm going to give me a DualShock. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to give me a DualShock 3. But this is the original. This is the GameStop / Pelican. Both are pretty cool. I mean, when you compare them, but another thing, this controller does not have any rumble at all. No rumble and no Sixaxis. So if you're playing games like Heavenly Sword, or you're playing Resident Evil 5, there's no rumble, there's no Sixaxis. I mean, hey, you got to get another controller that has that in. But for now, I mean, if you're just playing simple games like maybe Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Resident Evil 5, you know, Batman maybe. I don't know. It's good for your bang for your buck. I mean, it's a good replacement till you get a better controller. And hey, you never know, you might turn to the Hulk staring at this long enough. I mean, you might get angry enough to actually just break it. But I wouldn't recommend you do, because then you're going to be camp for another controller. But hey, I'll give this controller a 7 out of 10. Mainly because it's cheap, affordable, has the basic necessities, the home button and, you know, buttons to actually work. And you have to worry about charging it. Now, the cons, it doesn't have rumble, it doesn't have a 6-axis motion, it's not wireless, and the light doesn't cut off. And at times you may feel like you're going to break the controller, especially if you're heavy-handed on certain games. I tried it out with Resident Evil 5, I tried it with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I tried it with the wet demo, and I'm going to give, you know, my honest opinion about it. It's good for the wet demo, but if you're not a button mashing freak, this controller should last you a good minute until you get another controller. This is my honest review on this, my honest opinion. And you have any questions about it, you feel free to email me, or, you know, post a video response or whatever you want. But for now, this is a good controller. Don't skip out on it if you know, don't have enough money, you really need another controller. But I do recommend getting another controller. This controller ties me over to get a DualShock 3 and another third-party controller, which I'm going to plan to get, called the Shadow. It's made like a 360 controller, and I'm going to give my honest feedback about that one pretty soon. But until then, happy gaming. This is the Gamer, and I'm going to grab some pills later because it's hypnotizing.